Now time for the 7 things you'll be talking about today. Number 7.
Get ready to see a lot of this story this weekend. A Democratic congressional candidate has been indicted for an anti-ICE protest. Her name is Catherine Agabugazilla. And by the way, that's not me mocking it. I think that is correct. She is your typical young white Karen who has decided that she is the face of the anti-ICE protest. She is running for Congress. Well, she was also involved in a scene where she's seen banging on a vehicle, standing in front of it, and carving pig into the side of the vehicle. So she is, of course, the leading Democratic nominee in Illinois. So congratulations to them. She will probably win the primary. She's 26 years old and a complete disaster. She's also looking at about 8 years in jail for what they did. They're making her out to be a victim. Arrested for protesting. No, she was arrested for attacking police officers, but sure, go with that.
Number 6.
Governor-elect, National Championship-winning Coach United States Senator Tommy Tuberville blasted blue communist judges, which sounds about right. I mean, just to be clear here, he blasted them, and he says this is going to be the end of blue cities, making the argument that the violence in these Democrat-run cities is out of control, and he is not too happy with it, but he says this is going to be the end of these cities if they continue doing this. Quote, they're going to protect the criminals. They're not going to protect ICE. They're going to protect law. They're not going to protect law enforcement. Their entire goal is to make sure that they have anarchy in these cities, and they're going to get what they want if they keep doing this, if they keep pushing this narrative. He says he hopes that law enforcement and ICE and others will continue to get into these cities and clean them up, but he knows they're going to push back on them.
Number 5.
Governor Kay Ivey mocked Colorado's lawsuit to keep U.S. Space Command HQ in Colorado. She said, bless her heart. Bless her heart. But she said, bless their heart. She called the bid desperate and affirmed that Huntsville's Redstone Arsenal is the rightful place for Space Command headquarters, based on cost, based on merit, based on reality. The individual suing, we talked about this a little yesterday, their attorney general is suing their 41st lawsuit against Donald Trump, but he's suing because Trump mentioned during the press conference that this was about mail-in voting, which I don't know why he did that. It was a stupid thing for Donald Trump to say, but this lawsuit is still going nowhere.
Number 4.
Former U.S. Representative Mo Brooks, a Republican out of Huntsville, criticizing 3 Alabama Republicans. Secretary of State Wes Allen, Alabama State Senator Donnie Chesteen, and Alabama State Representative Rhett Marques, one of Baldwin, one of Geneva. But anyway, they're pushing a bill that basically says unless you are born in the United States, you cannot hold elected office. A real ridiculous thing to do. Do we not like Donald Trump? Do we not want to give him an opportunity? Or excuse me, not Donald Trump. Arnold Schwarzenegger? Do we not want to give him an opportunity to hold office in California? The whole thing is ridiculous. Someone mentioned Vivek Ramaswamy in this. I believe he was born in Ohio, so I don't think he really applies here. But still, this idea is pretty self-defeating, and it will be weaponized against other Republicans, as Mo Brooks points out in his piece at AL.com.
Number 3.
SNAP benefits are ending on Saturday. I don't know if you've heard this. Have you heard this? SNAP benefits. They're like food stamps, only less demeaning. Apparently that's ending on Saturday, and the fear porn is all the rage. Churches and officials all over the state are mobilizing food pantries, emergency distributions, and community drives to feed families, partnering with nonprofits to bridge the gap during the shutdown. That's good. That's good. This is exactly what we should be doing. Take care of each other, guys. Take care of each other. We are not in the worst food situation since the Great Depression, as some are arguing. People are not going to starve. It's not going to be pleasant. It's not going to be easy. But There is opportunities if you need food for your family. People are helping, and if you want to help people who are helping people get food for their families, please do so.
Number 2.
I think the saying is give where you live or something like that. Anyway, Birmingham Mayor Randall Woodfin is putting Birmingham's money where his mouth is by promising $1 million from city reserves for emergency food relief as SNAP benefits expire due to the government shutdown. Now, I would like to point out that the mayor of the city of Birmingham has me blocked on Facebook, which is, how do I put this, illegal. But either way, he is still doing what I would argue is the right thing. And I got to say, good for him. Good for him. He talked this up the other day. He said that he had concerns, and he was concerned about the people there. And he's not just talking. He's doing something with it. You may not agree with him on this. You may not agree. But this guy says, these are my citizens, and I'm going to help them. So he's launching an emergency food relief fund and a citywide food drive starting next week in partner with the United Way, Christian Service Ministers, and more. So good for him.
Now, time for the number 1 thing you'll be talking about today.
A lot of people think I'm going to criticize Randall Woodfin or something like that. I'm not. I think this is completely fine. I think it's completely fine. Governor-elect, National Championship-winning Coach United States Senator Tommy Tuberville has some thoughts on something you're hearing a little bit from Donald Trump. What is that? The nuclear option. And no, we're not talking about Donald Trump's desire to restart nuclear testing. Okay? We're not talking about that. The nuclear option in this particular case is talking about going and ending the filibuster rules so you can pass a temporary resolution that will go on for like 21 days. This is a bad idea. This is a really, really bad idea. Now, some of the arguments being made are basically like, hey, look, you can't say Democrats will do this if we do it. One of the arguments being made is Democrats are going to do it regardless down the road. They were talking about it during the last campaign. Ending the filibuster so they could pack the court. Ending the filibuster so they could this, that, or the other. I'm telling you, once you rip the seal off here and you end the filibuster in order to do stuff like this, you better just go whole hog. You better pack the Supreme Court. You better do all sorts of stuff. You better figure it out. Because if you're going to do this, you better be willing to go hard. Because if you ever give back power, and yes, I said it exactly that way. If power is ever taken from by your political enemies, you will lose significantly. Democrats already learned this. They already learned it. And I guess Republicans have to learn this as well. This is a bad idea. The nuclear option is a terrible idea. Okay? Do not do it. Do not do it. I know Donald Trump's talking about it. I know Tommy Tuberville's talking about it. I know a lot of people are talking about it. Jay Town was talking about it on Monday. Do not. Do not. And right now, Donald Trump is saying do. He wants to eliminate the Senate filibuster, and he says they should do that, and they should do it right now. I don't like it. Do not do that. It's a bad idea, guys. It's a bad idea. All right? Let's take a quick time out. We'll come back. We'll get to more of this, what Donald Trump's saying about this. We'll continue to get your answers to our question of the day, which is this. What's your best and worst Halloween costume of all time? Tell us what those are. You can get them in on the scoutpestcontrol.com WVNN hot take text line. Answer those questions. You can also pick up the phone and do the same thing right there, 866-494-WVNN. Or you can email me, downtownrescuemission.org email inbox. Dale at WVNN.com. Hit the wrong button there, but it's okay. Listen, if you can help someone right now, there's a good way to do it. Downtown Rescue Mission. They could use your help because they're going to be helping people as well. The communities that need help during this time, they're real. No one should be suggesting they're not. And we should do all we can to help them. And some groups like the Downtown Rescue Mission are doing just that all year round. So if you can help, they're a good group to help if you want to. Go learn more at downtownrescuemission.org. We'll be right back. Stay tuned.
Get WVNN's Dale Jackson's 7 Things You Should Be Talking About Today right in your email box every morning. Go to yellowhammernews.com and sign up today.